your one go-to pick if you had to?
Look, dealing with Boston Randy is fantastic. I mean, that's a privilege. Being on a sports talk radio show also a privilege, but you don't get to be selective about who calls in with their crazy opinions sometimes. So if I have to choose Boston Randy or random callers, every day of the week, twice on Sunday, it's Boston Randy, the Hall of Fame.
Cool. And look, to be honest, the last couple of your fights, it seems that once you get clipped, you decide to put it, if for lack of a better term, put it into another gear and come forward even better. Why is that?
I don't know. I mean, survival instinct, because I'm not a great martial artist, but I'm a good fighter. Who knows, right? Like, just in this game, if you can't handle adversity, you're not willing to fight back from being in a little bit of trouble, you're not going to make it very far. Everyone in these championship fights has been in the situations that I've put myself in and has come out on top at least a couple times in their career. So I think that in order to get to this level, you just have to be able to do that. I do it more often than I'd like, right? Get myself in trouble and then finding a way to come back. But it's probably going to happen in the championship bout. I've been there before, so it's not unfamiliar territory for me, and we'll find a way to work through whatever adversity comes on Monday night.
How do you feel going up against one of the probably top 10 jiu-jitsu guys in the world?
Well, it's a daunting task, obviously, going up against someone with his jiu-jitsu credentials. Obviously, you got to make it something besides just a pure jiu-jitsu match, right? I mean, I've been training really hard with high-level grapplers for this fight, but you're not going to, in a few months' time, you're not going to catch up to a guy like Vinny on the ground. It's just not possible. So you got to try and make this something besides a pure jiu-jitsu match. And thankfully, we start on the feet. He's got to find a way to get me down. If he finds a way to get me down, he's got to find a way to keep me down. So this is a fight. And Vinny the fighter has been impressive lately, but Vinny the fighter is not nearly as invincible as Vinny the jiu-jitsu practitioner. So we're hoping that we can find some holes in the MMA game. The jiu-jitsu game, am I going to tap Vinny?
So basically, you want to keep this fight standing up as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really spoiling anything by saying that, right? I mean, Vinny knows that, his camp knows that. He probably wants to test things out on the feet. He's been impressive in his striking this season also. He'd be able to prove a point if he was able to beat me standing, right? That this game was rounded out quite nicely. But if I hurt him, if I clip him, if it gets ugly for him, he's probably going to try and take me to the ground one way or another. And we saw in the playoffs, I mean, he'll get you down any way he can. He'll pull guard. I hope people realize how crazy that is in a high-level mixed martial arts fight for someone to willingly flop guard. Like, you have to be extremely confident in your bottom game to do that. And obviously, Vinny justifiably is very confident in his bottom game. So I just gotta try and avoid falling into that spider's web.
And the only other fighter that comes to mind is Verdun. He's the only other guy who I can think of that does try to willingly pull guard.
Right, and a lot of that is just pure confidence in your abilities. I don't know if he sees something in my game that he's going to be confident to do that, but I know he's going to try and get me to the ground at some point. So I'm ready for whichever way he tries to do it. Traditional shot, a clinch, pulling guard, whatever. We tried to work on some things to avoid that.
How do you feel about this whole tournament structure this entire season? Is this something that you would love to do again?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a great format, a little bit of a return to the old school, like the origins of mixed martial arts. Probably a safer way to do it, I think they found a really, really nice balance in the PFL of keeping you active, giving you enough time to recover from injuries, things like that. So it's a fantastic format. It's very fighter friendly. It's all based on your merit, on your ability to win. It's not a popularity contest. Which, look, if you're a popular guy and you're able to sell your fights and you're willing to talk to trash and do all that stuff, there's a lot of other places that are going to be great for you. If you just want to be able to fight in advance and have a chance to make real life changing money, PFL's where it's at.
And how do you plan to celebrate New Year's while in New York?
Well, I'll be counting the zeros on my $1 million check, and I'll be going and eating a bunch of fat kid food. I'm talking street dogs. Got to go get a couple of New York slices. I'll go get a shake somewhere, probably 2 shakes somewhere. Yeah, I'll be weighing in at 205 tomorrow. By the time I leave New York, I'll be 230.
Maybe the next season will be the heavyweights.
Yeah, why not, right? You can get 2 belts. Heavyweight Heavyweight sounds fun. They're not that big. Just kidding, they are that big. I'm not going to.
Thank you very much, Mr. Powell.
Sure.
I took you for sure, though, and we talked about retirement on the main story, and now you mentioned that you like to do the tournament again. Are you walking back? Retirement's not likely you want to be back next year?
You know, it's tough to walk away when you're really just coming into your own as a fighter, when you're really finally starting to put all the pieces together. I wanted to let this championship exist kind of in a vacuum, not make a decision one way or another, put pressure on it one way or another when it comes to being my last fight or whatever. There's a lot of things that go into making that decision, family, for me. So that's something that I think we'll talk about after the fight, and we're going to see what the market is like for my services. You know, PFL's at first hit, they've treated me so well, but when you make a lot of money fighting, like I've done this season, you don't want to go back down the ladder and fight for less. So if there's a market for my services and people are willing to pay a lot, then I'm probably going to be willing to fight.
What are your thoughts on
It's crazy. It shows to me how lopsided the fighter interest is in certain organizations. Look, the UFC treated me well. I got no complaints about my time in the UFC, and the best roster in the world is still the UFC. The best depth of talent is still the UFC roster, and I don't think anyone can really dispute that. But it shows a little bit of disregard for the other fighters on the card. It shows a little bit of desperation to keep a star name involved, right? I think there's a lot of ways that could have been handled that would have been less inconvenient for fans, less inconvenient for the other fighters. But at the end of the day, the UFC kind of lives and dies by the rules, right? And they've been very, very successful this far at doing that. I mean, they're valued at like $7 billion or something like that. So sitting back and criticizing the UFC is something that's really, really there's a lot of money there.
$6 million on the line, $1 million
LA show sold out.
for each
Or is it near sold out? So they can kind of do what they
in
want.
6 different weight classes.
Get a shot of you.
It all began with a dream. Madison Square Garden in June of 2008.
Yes, I would just ask Sean, you know, this is like,
PFL
so basically this fight between you and Vinny Magalhaes, but I look at it as it's basically two guys who really bounced back in their careers. Yesterday you mentioned how, like, you know, there was a time when the phone wasn't ringing.
Yeah.
You were really questioning where things were headed, but you know, you dusted yourself off and get back up. Vinny's very much, you know, the same. So how fitting is it that you two are fighting for $1 million in the tournament final? Did you sort of envision this, perhaps?
I actually did. I thought that this was going to be the finals matchup at light heavyweight. I don't know if anyone else saw it that way. People probably saw Vinny involved, maybe not me involved, but this is how I saw it. In fact, I told Vinny that backstage after I beat Honey Marks in Chicago, because, you know, they're friends or whatever, and Vinny's like, hey, good fight, but that's my guy, and I was like, look, man, it's going to be me and you in the final. And I think it is fitting. You know, we were both on season 8 of The Ultimate Fighter. I got eliminated before I even got in the house. He lost in the finals. And our careers have gone up and down. And I got a lot of respect for Vinny for the rededication he talked about at the press conference yesterday. How he's gone back to training, you know, 3 times a day, and he focused on what he can do himself to improve his situation. I have a lot of respect for that. And this is fitting that two guys that maybe a large portion of the fight world had written off are now fighting for a championship and $1 million. I think it's going to make a lot of people who've been in our shoes reconsider hanging it up or quitting or calling it a day, because they're like, man, these guys got back to work and look at the opportunity in front of them. So I hope it works.
And the last question for me would be, you know, you joked about, you know, Ray Sefo pulling back basically your commentary duties, because he's like, hey, wait a minute, you're a pretty good fighter. You could actually win $1 million. Is it sort of hard for you to balance the two at this point?
For me, it's not like one doesn't have anything to do with the other. You know, they saw my results against Bozagit and they said, you're distracted by the broadcasting thing. That's not it. It really isn't. And I appreciate them trying to protect me from my own decisions and things like that and take care of me as a fighter. But I think I can do both. I think I can be really good at both, and I hope in the future I have opportunities to do both. But yeah, the broadcasting thing's been a blast, and I want to keep doing it, especially for PFL.
Thanks very much.
Sure.